Hi guys, how you doing? My name is Crystal. Welcome to my YouTube channel. It is Mother's Day evening. The time is 8 p.m. in the evening. I'm at home in my flat in Rochester. My mother Jennifer lives in Chatham. Two separate different people completely in age, size, height, weight, whatever you call it. These people that are gang stalking and harassing me are monsters. They're evil. There's nothing else to describe them. And to walk past people with so much hatred and venom in themselves is difficult for me without saying something. And I have to keep quiet because I've seen cases where people have been pushed over the edge and to the brink of nervous breakdowns, of whatever, and they've lost the plot and gone for them. And you mustn't do that. You mustn't, because that is what they want. They're not directly someone is trying to video call me on Facebook. No thank you. They're not directly coming out with it. The venom inside them, you know, they're demons, they're possessed by the devil, they're horrible people, you know, things that, you know, just say it. Why don't they just say it? They know I can't do anything about it. They know nobody helps me. So why don't they just get the balls or the tits to come out with what they want to say without whispering it under their breath, pretending they're talking to their pets, their dogs, their bloody mobile, and just come out with it. Like adults, not like pathetic little babies that have got no, you know, they haven't got the brain capacity to know what they're doing is wrong. Go away, fetty bugger. Fetty bugger. FETHIBAGA is trying to contact me on Facebook for a video call. No. Anyway, today has been bearable because I went out on Friday with my son, and I met my son in London. We went to Camden Market and I had a look around and got a few items that my son bought me. So if I hadn't have gone out anywhere and I hadn't had anything, I would have been feeling pretty shitty today and miserable, and they would have loved that. Well, I'm glad their plans have failed. I really am. They're nasty, devil worshipping trash, and I'm glad that it's all been spoilt for them, because I haven't lost my temper once. You've got adults acting like children, and they're filthy as well. They're filthy minded, just disgusting specimens of human beings, and I know that I'm above that, so I just walk past it and ignore it, and they don't get one word out of me. They're not even worth one word, one breath, the steam off my piss. So guys, the guy upstairs, there's several neighbours working together here, right? We know that. And when you're gang stalked and you're harassed, it usually is more than one of them working together to disrupt, destroy and make your life miserable. It looks like they've got everything now, but I can assure you that'll all fall down like something else. Anyway, so he took his kids home at 3. I took my dog Max. Well, I don't know if it was 3. It was between 2 and 3, because he was in at 2 when I took my kids. No, not my kids. Well, my dog is my kid. When I took my dog out for a walk, he was upstairs with his kids. 2 o'clock, goes out with Max. The neighbours to the left are out. I think they were in next door and they weren't too bad actually. So we didn't have a dog barking. So I took Max out in the afternoon, and some shitty, crappy women just being silly. Right. Something my son said to me many years ago. One of my sons. He lives near his dad, and he went, you know, my ex-husband used to make babies cry with his face. So my ex-husband is bald. He's bald. He's absolutely bald on top. And one of my sons said, Dad used to make babies cry with his face because he looks a bit like Shrek, but he's not green. So I'm a woman and I'm obviously a mum. And every time I hear babies crying in a pram, I remember what my son said, that some people's faces make babies cry. That's why I'm a bit like, I hate hearing babies crying. You've got to remember, several people have told me things over the years and I retain this information and it drives me crazy. So the baby was crying this afternoon, and mother, lots of mothers and grandmothers about, it's Mother's Day, see, so a mother went to the child and she looked at me, what is it? What is it? I just walked past and came home. Didn't get cross or anything like that, it was quiet upstairs, no problem. Then I had my t-shirt. I didn't know the neighbour upstairs was wearing a tracksuit the same colour as my t-shirt. And he was electric blue. Just going to try the t-shirt on for you guys. I'm not enormous. I just like things roomy. Won't be a second. You know, when I went to London, I must have sweated off a stone. I must have sweated off a stone in weight walking around Camden and North London. Anyway, this is my shirt. It's electric blue. I'm a female. Off the shoulder look. Anyway, the guy upstairs has got a tracksuit on today, this colour. I didn't know. I've not seen him for days. Walking around. So I didn't know he had an electric blue tracksuit on, did I? He's a lot bigger than me. This t-shirt came for me. I'm Crystal. Even though my mum keeps calling me Genestra and I don't know what for. So it was a woman that delivered this t-shirt this afternoon to me. It's obvious I'm a woman. I've only just tried it on now. It's the first time I've tried it on. It is too big around the neck. It is. I'm not eating as much either. I've got so stressed I hardly eat anything. Anyway, from 2 till gone 6, I think, well, I ate those barbecue crisps. I made myself a cup of hot chocolate and I just potted around on my phone. Played a couple of games, but I'm trying not to I'm giving myself a break. I think what's been giving me migraines as well is I've been constantly on my phone without having a 15-minute break. So now I will play for so long, and then I will rest my eyes and do something else, because I think that's what's causing it. And I just relaxed, rested, and I thought, right, shall we go out early this evening, or shall we go out later? I mean, it's the weekend, it's Sunday, it's not usually that busy, but oh yes, it's Mother's Day. And I forgot that when I went outside, just gone 6, because was still a load of mums and grannies about. So I went out of the building with Max, and I just walked behind a block of flats, and there was a mother, a young mother, younger than me, in her 20s, with a 2-year-old, and the granny. Now the mother was holding the child, and they weren't saying anything. It was quiet. When I was walking round, it was quiet. Then the pair of them clocked me, and people start acting stupid and being silly, and it's sometimes it's amusing and sometimes it's not. So I'd already come out the flats, and a male went like him upstairs. A man ignored it. When I got near to the woman with the baby, she just, don't you think that's rude when someone's walking past? She did. I never said anything. I just kept quiet. And then the granny with the glasses, so it was a short granny with grey hair and black glasses. Of course, on my YouTube, I had a picture of myself with black rimmed glasses holding a dog. I've changed it now. Changed it. They can't really copy that, what I've changed my photo to. The granny went, "Oh, dirty face, dirty face, dirty face." And all I said to Max was, I went, "Max, I think we'll come out at a different time tomorrow." And I just walked off. Carried on walking up, and there was 3 hooded young men with hoods over their heads. Started that business again. Dirty face, black face. That's rude. And they're getting away with it because they're not saying it directly to my face. They're talking to a kid, a baby. "Oh, dirty face." But the female looked at me. Ugh! What can you do? Not a lot. Carried on walking, ignored them. And I went onto the field, and it pissed me off. I think it'd piss anybody off. Why do these people randomly come out with bollocks when you walk past them, or they cough? I don't turn around, I don't even bother looking. Fuck off. What's wrong with you? If you've got a cough, put your hand over your mouth, you dirty bastard. Cough all over me. Anyway, I walked onto the field, and there was someone walking that way, so we went up that way. There was 2 gentlemen with 3 dogs, and one of them had an old hairy dog with bits of grey in its beard, its chin. It came running over to us, and I thought, Max, let's come on. Max has caught an infection from another dog, and he's been really ill. I don't want other dogs touching my dog. He had a massive eye infection because he touched another dog. So I don't want random dogs jumping all over my dog, right? That's another reason why I don't mix with other people. Max came out with a really bad eye infection. Some of them have got dirty dogs, you know. So they were stood talking 19 to the dozen. The dogs were flying all over the place. This one dog comes over and I just said, Max, like, come on. And it went back. If you can't call your dog back, you should have it on the lead. And it's really is, you know, it's etiquette. It's polite to other dog owners to at least acknowledge them and apologise your dog's like harassing another person. But they don't, they just stand there and find it amusing. I didn't say a word, didn't get cross, and we all know what, now I know what this was leading up to, but I still didn't get cross and angry. Because everybody's been out for Mother's Day. They've taken their mums, their grannies out, and I've been indoors, so is my mum. So I came back off the field and I was feeling stressed and upset. Right, because it's rude, their behaviour is rude and disgusting. They're just demons. I came back into the flat. There were parcels on the floor for two ladies. I'd had a parcel already, left them on the floor, walked through, and I could hear lads on the second floor. About 3 or 4 of them. Luckily, it wasn't the floor that I live on, so I didn't have to walk past lads on bicycles or anything. I went into my flat. And I wanted to check and see if my mum had got her cards. And it took ages for my mother to answer the phone when I rang her on my mobile. It took ages for her to answer the phone. And she wasn't happy when she answered the phone. She was like barking at me, angry. And then he arrived upstairs in his Ford Mondeo, parked down there, and that's when I saw him get out of his car in the same colour jump top. And then they came in next door, in the ones I had an argument with, the one that told his dog to fuck off and fucking move. Oh my God. I was on the balcony watering my plants, talking to my mum, and he comes out next door. And he starts leaning over the balcony. Leaning over it. And I just turn my back and come in. So these two, so can you see how it's orchestrated? Him and him came home almost together. So he came in, and he came in almost at the same time. That's what happened this evening. And it was all done to make me cross and angry. I told you they show off. They park their cars and get all their stuff out. It doesn't matter to me because I went out Friday. My son has spent a lot of money on me on Friday. So they can go to hell and get stuffed. I don't really care. But grown men fighting over you. Not to be nice. They want to take a piece out of me, do they? And to pick on a woman and take a piece out of me? Anyway, I just smiled to myself. I came indoors. My mum was in a mood. She was awful. And I just thought, I've had enough of this. I'm miles better off on my own. I tell you what, guys, if I lived in a shed and all I had was a notebook and pen, they'd fucking steal that off me and be jealous of it. Serious. I like my top. I think it's great. I do a couple of TikTok videos in it. If you let them. I know who I am, and that's all that matters. They need to be educated. They're thick, or they're just plain evil. I don't worship the devil. No. So no matter how much shit is thrown at me, I don't do bad things. I don't steal. I don't smoke. He smokes next door. He smokes upstairs. I drink very rarely. I don't take drugs. And now I've cut out the getting angry part of what was making me feel ill. I don't get angry with them. They really aren't worth it. I laugh at them when I'm indoors. And then I make up funny things and post them on Facebook. You know, I made up something really funny. I put, my camera follows me around everywhere. I'm no oil painting. And you aren't either, you bullies. I said the camera never lies. And it doesn't. They think they're so full of themselves. They think they're so better than me, so beautiful. They've got straight teeth, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, but they still got a fucking... It doesn't make you any better bullying someone else. You'd be far better if you helped somebody and were nice to them than be nasty and drag them in the dirt, because that won't make you feel better in the long run. It might make you feel better following these nutters and being one of the group. But when they drop you, you'll soon feel it. You'll feel it worse than me. Yeah, when I was coming back home, there was this girl smiling with her teeth. Her real straight teeth. She was in a car. I think I've caught it on video. She was driving round the corner with her lovely white teeth straight. I wouldn't change myself for the world. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be you. These bitches, I wouldn't want to be them. No. I wouldn't. I love my flaws. When you love yourself, you love your flaws. There's nothing to worry about. I wouldn't want to be anybody else. When they get the guts to say it to my face, what they are underhandedly doing behind my back, whispering when they walk past, talking to their dogs and talking to their kids, I know exactly what they mean, and it is rude and it's wrong, but I'm not retaliating. They're not worth it. I had none of that in Camden. Nothing at all like that in Camden. No, nothing. Why? Because those people don't know me. These people have been told to do this. They wait for you, and they wait for you to walk past, and then they come into action. So it was all quiet. Turned around the corner. The young woman looks at me. Why are women doing it to me? And she went, ugh. And then she looked at the granny and the kids, and the granny went, ooh, dirty face. Wow. Wonder what we get tomorrow. It's usually in the evening when he's about to come home, or when he's in, it's worse. Well, they're playing with nothing because they don't tell me what to do. I'm not frightened of them, that's a joke. And so they're really doing these scenes by themselves. Well, they are, because they don't tell me what to do. I'm not frightened to go outside. I'll fucking go out when I want, thank you. And I'll do what I want to do. They don't rule me. They're just, you know, I'm... They'd run. believe you me, when I get angry, people run, right? So they haven't seen how angry I can get, and they wouldn't want to. I'm going to go now. If you've got something to say it. Otherwise, toodaloo. See you later.